When I first called Sarah to ask her if she would be an instructor, there was no hesitation at all. She said, I would be very happy to. I want to do everything I can to help adult female crime victims and their children. So could we please give a warm welcome to Professor Sarah Buell.
Well, thank you and good morning. I'm not going to stay behind this podium. As you can see, I'm 5 feet tall, so my assumption is many of you can't see more than the top of my head. And I also have a number of overheads and things that I want to share with you today. I am delighted to be here. I hope you will feel free to ask questions, make comments, grab me in the hall later on if there are issues you want to raise, or if your boss is next to you and you can't ask me here, I will give you my number and my email address so you can contact me later on. I am here with a lot of good news. And I think many of us who've done this work for a long time need to keep reminding ourselves that there is a lot of good news. There are a tremendous number of promising practices, both in the great state of Texas and across the country. And we need to keep telling each other, reminding each other that there is so much that we can do to help abuse victims, whether they're adult or child, whether they're elderly, handicapped, whatever their problems are. We now have a pretty good idea how to help people. We have to be willing to push past all the excuses. We don't have the time, we don't have the money, we don't have the resources. Somebody has generally dealt with whatever the obstacles are that we're facing. And we have to be willing to make a commitment to ourselves and the victims that we serve that we're never going to tell them there's nothing we can do. We will keep calling every elected official, every neighbor, every family member, anybody we can track down until we figure out how to make sure that justice is served. And this is particularly important for those traumatized crime victims who may not be in a position at that moment to be able to reach out and figure out what are the resources in their community, who is it that will be in the best position to help them. So it may be up to all of us. Part of the message is also that we know what to do. We can no longer say we have no idea how to help abused children or how to help battered women or abusers. We have a very good idea of what works, but we have to be willing to commit the time and the resources to making those interventions happen in every single community. Simply pushing aside all of those excuses, just leaving them in the garbage when you leave this conference. You can make sure that you have rid yourself of those.